Who's your papa? Listen, I do apologise for that sleazy intro at the beginning. Sorry. Papa Emeritus 1, Papa Emeritus 2, Papa Emeritus 3, Papa Emeritus 4, Cardinal Copia? Or Copia? Cardinal Copia? Papa's 5. Yeah. But who's the guy behind the papas? Well, he's actually in front of them at the moment, but... Anyhow, yeah, you regular ghosties will be quite familiar with my journey up to this point. Yeah, around 2 or 3 months ago, I stumbled upon Ghost, and it was all because of a particular track called Elizabeth. And it was because I had an interest in the historical figure Erzsébet Báthory, as she's known in Hungarian, or Elizabeth Bathory, or Elizabeth Bathory, as Papa calls her. And since then I've been... That's mental! And... I don't know where this is going. And... That's naughty, isn't it? And... Yeah. It's been great, man. But you know what? I still don't know much about Tobias, other than the fact that you pronounce his name Tobias Forge in his native Swedish. But besides that, I really don't know much about him. So let's take a speedy brief look at the man behind 1,000 faces. Or it's 6 or 7 faces. Born in Linköping, Sweden in 1981, Tobias had a Christian upbringing and was drawn into the intoxicating world of rock and roll by the influence of his brother Sebastian, who apparently had an amazing record collection. Now, apparently growing up, Tobias found it a bit annoying because his stepmother was very strict with her Christian beliefs. And also, he had a hardline religious teacher in school.
Yeah.
And so, in retaliation, he thought, sod this for a laugh, and turned his attention to Satanism. As you do. Yeah, you know, kids will always do the opposite from what you want them to do, right? So, little parenting trick. Tell your kids to go out and get drunk every weekend, and they'll be as good as gold and tucked up in bed by 10 o'clock. By the age of 15, Tobias was playing in a band called Superior, whacked on some face paint, and called himself Leviathan. Yeah. Okay. A bit of a dramatic name. But it could have been worse. He could have called himself Teapot or Chihuahua.
No, bro.
And there he is, Leviathan, in all his glory. Yeah, the stage makeup. Now that's a sign for the future, right? At 17, he's now playing for a death metal band called Repugnant, and he's now changed his name to another alias, Mary Gore. Now apparently he came up with the name Mary Gore by switching the first 2 letters from Gary Moore. Yeah, that Gary Moore, you know, ex-Thin Lizzy, or I assume it's that Gary Moore. And of course he came up with Mary Gore. Now get this, while he's still in Repugnant, he's also playing guitar in a band called Crash Diet, which was a glam rock band. And he stayed playing in that band for a couple of years, under the same alias as Repugnant, Mary Gore. Now on top of that, he's also playing in a punk band called... I'm not sure if I'm getting this right. Onkel Kenkel? I apologise if I got that wrong, okay? And he's also playing guitar and singing in a pop rock band called Submission, and he's doing that between 2002 and 2010. And, yeah, there's more. He plays guitar and bass guitar for an alternative rock group called Magna Carta Cartel up until 2010. Whew. Blimey, Tobias was a busy guy, eh? But that's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
But wait, whilst all these other projects are going on at the same time, Tobias starts a little-known project by the name of
Ghost?
Yeah. And this is where it gets really crazy, in my opinion. On the 12th of March in 2010, he posts 3 songs, okay, on MySpace. And within days, he's being inundated by record labels and record companies wanting to sign him up.
Yeah.
And 7 months later, in October 2010, Ghost's debut album, Opus Eponymous, is released, with the track Elizabeth being one of the songs on the album. Yeah. Yes, the same Elizabeth. That became the first song that I was introduced to Ghost with. Now, granted, this wasn't the most in-depth look at Tobias Forge's history, right? But it wasn't supposed to be. But I do know a lot more about him now. I mean, the number of bands he was playing, particularly between, 2000 and 2010, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Will I look more at Tobias and what he's up to? Probably, because he's too much of an interesting person or character not to look at, right? So, Papa.